Hey, what's up, fellow YouTubers, fellow toy nuts, and toy collectors? This is Starscream1988, and welcome to another episode of Odie's Junkheaps. So yeah, here, as you can see, obviously you read the header, and that's why you're watching the video. This is my Monster Jams Hot Wheels collection. This is what I got so far. Quick little backstory on how I started collecting these. It originally started with 5. And these 5 cars are all basically either comic book base or cartoon base, in terms of, that's one of them right there, the Masters of the Universe monster truck, which is pretty cool, from the 2002 show. So it goes to show you how long I've had these 5 vehicles. These were all purchased the exact same day. I had walked into a Costco's and they were all there. The Batman was single carded. The Hulk, Spider-Man, and Wolverine that you probably see up there in the middle were in another card. And actually, so the Hulk, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and the Master of the Universe were all in one card. It was just like one long card thing, and then when you would open it, then they were single. But yeah, I'll get to kind of that as I go through it. So originally, like again, it started with 5. Then I purchased 2 more, I think maybe a year later. And then honestly, from 2002, maybe 2003 at the latest, it took me last year to buy another one. And then in the past 2 to 3 weeks, I've purchased the next, I want to say, what, 12 of them, something like that, or 9 of them, something like that. So yeah, so that's basically what it comes down to. So again, it's a small collection. It's nowhere near some other people's, but I'll show you some comparisons of how they've changed, or what are the variances. You can see there's quite a few Batmobiles there in front of you. So let me kind of lower my camera just a little bit, and then I'll start bringing them out, and I'll show you some comparisons and whatever not. All right. So this is one of the first that I ever picked up. Again, this was single carded, but I actually picked it up. Pretty cool. This is the original monster truck Batmobile that had came out that year. And how it's different from the other ones that have come out since, and obviously I'll show you that in a minute. The tires and rims are a little bit smaller, and this year still had the turbine in the middle there. So it's basically, it's not this car, but it's based off of this kinda. So it's like an interpretation of it. As you can see, that one still has the turbine there, which is pretty nice. So it has the long bat wings, or whatever you want to call it. When you look at the side there, it seems to have, some stuff. Obviously, it has twin turbines, and unlike the one. And again, this is the, I didn't say it was, but this is the Michael Keaton version, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so that's what pretty much inspired this vehicle here, which is pretty nice. Again, really nice. In terms of its die-cast or Zamic, whatever you want to call it, as it's zinc and all these other materials that they use, it's kind of turning yellow, or some weird colors. There's a little bit of gold there, almost purple. But yeah, this whole thing is actually die-cast, which is nice. So this whole piece here, where the engine is molded into it, as you can see, it's kind of turning colors also. And then the car itself is also die-cast, with obviously plastic windshields and whatever not, and it's in red, which is cool. And it feels like a really thicker gauge of die cast. I know obviously you don't have smell-o-vision or touch vision, but I guess you'll just have to trust me that it feels hard. Even when I try to squeeze here, it doesn't like move as easy as some of the newer ones do. So I mean, again, I understand Hot Wheels is definitely taking some cuts in their manufacturing. So they gave us bigger tires, but they've taken away a lot of the die cast. But yeah, this is one of the first ones, and again, circa 2001, 2, or 3, something like that. To be honest, I can't remember, but it was around then. Cool. So then this is the one that was probably purchased like a year later. What changed, obviously, bring it back out actually. As you can see, look at the size and the difference in the rims and tire. That's pretty cool. It's the same exact chassis and everything, but when you put them like this, it just looks like it's taller, just because, again, because of the tires and the track. So the track got a little bit longer too, as you can see there. So pretty cool, pretty interesting. So yeah, so even this got longer on the newer version. They just extended it, which is pretty nice. But it still, again, has that full motion, which is really nice. It's really cool that Hot Wheels was able to do that. Let's put that guy back. Yeah, so what changed on this guy, unfortunately, they got rid of the turbine. Never to be seen again, honestly. I mean, again, I'm not saying that I have every single one ever to have came out. So, I mean, I probably missed another version of it, who knows. But for what I have, they got rid of the turbine. They did add a little bat symbol, and they color it in, so that's cool, whatever. So, you know, changes it up a little bit. What's cool is the rims there. As you can see, they have bat symbols all around on all four. So that's really cool. I thought of painting them a couple of times, maybe like a yellow or black or something, just so they can stand out. But then I just kind of don't want to mess with it, as it's the only one that I have. I don't have another one. If I had another one, I definitely would. I would paint those in. Again, still die-cast here. The Zamac, or, you know, whatever you want to call it, it's die-cast material, hasn't really weathered that bad yet. So it's still kind of like that, you know, flat gray looking color. The inside's kind of turning. There's a little bit of yellow, a little bit of purple, but not as bad as the other one. And then the engine is still that flat gray, as you can see there. And again, the die-cast on this here still feels really good. All right. Then comes this, you know, obviously probably came out last year or the year before, I have no idea. It's the newer version. It feels a lot lighter. I can't wait to see how these will perform in a track, and that's something I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit later on, you know, in the coming week or two or whatever. But yeah, so there's no more die-cast. At first I thought, oh, maybe it's die-cast, but they just painted the die-cast so it wouldn't weather bad. No, it's definitely, it's like a very hard plastic, ABS or whatever it is. The whole engine is, the whole compartment is all chrome, including the rims, as you can see. No longer, I'm assuming it probably cost them a lot of money just to create a set of rims that were just unique for the Batmobile. So instead of just making only a few thousand of this, now they can make hundreds of thousands of this, so they can add them to all their vehicles. So, you know, that is another item that got lost. So that's why, you know, I make sure that these, you know, I have these for as long as I've had them, you know, to try to take care of them. Just in case for the first one, again, it does have the bat symbols too there, as you can see. But no chrome, just gray. Again, the size is now the size that they always use, so that hasn't changed. The body, like I said, it's weird. It feels like it's a thinner die cast. I'm not saying that you can totally really bend these, but they just feel like, in my fingers, they feel like they move easy. You know, when you stand them up next to each other, the exact same size. Obviously that's a lot shinier because it's, you know, ABS plastic or whatever type of plastic it is, and it's chromed out. But yeah, it's the exact same thing. A little bit more color. Obviously you still got your traditional bat symbols and whatever. Now for these new versions, they've moved away from the traditional symbol, and they're basically using more of the Dark Knight type of symbol, I guess, you know, if that's what you want to call it. Obviously that's what's most popular in media and entertainment right now, so that's what they're going with. And again, they have their two-time Monster Jam Racing Champion stamped on the top there. So then this one just came out. That's next on the list. And again, you know, like I said in another video when I was kind of showing them, it's not a heated debate, but I guess there's a lot of people that really hate on these, especially like, you know, true Monster Jam collectors. You know, they think this is like, you know, a travesty, blasphemy. But some people like them, but I think most collectors actually don't. But I can see why they made it. These travel really, really well. They are so fast. Again, when I do my my video on like on a downhill type of thing, downhill track, we'll probably see how much faster these guys are. So that's pretty interesting. Again, with the first two, I'm sorry, with the second one, no more turbine. It still has the bat symbol, so that's cool. So at least that didn't get lost in translation, but they're no longer painted. And that's pretty much it. I mean, they're exactly the same vehicle other than the tires, as you can see there. And this just looks weird. So, but, you know, it's growing on me. I like this more, don't get me wrong, but it's not bad. It's kind of growing on me. All right. The next this was obviously not part of the initial, sorry, not part of the initial 5 wave. that I purchased. This is again a year later, just like that second Batmobile. And they might even came in a 2-pack even back then. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I did buy them separate. But as you can see, here's his other buddy from the DC Comics world, Superman. Pretty nice truck. It's based off a Chevy, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's a Chevy. Or was it a Ford? Oh man, now I feel horrible that I don't know what it is. Just because of the tail lights, I want to say it's a Chevy. But anyway, die cast. It's tarnishing a little bit on the, it's always on the bottom here for some reason. Maybe they just kind of put less of the chemicals to preserve it or whatever. But there's quite a bit of yellow underneath there, not here in the transactional, the transactor. Oh my god, I can't talk. Sorry. Not like on the base, I should say. So not on this piece, but on the base. The engine looks good. Obviously, it's a little bit more covered because of the vehicle itself, but this is nice die cast. It's a nice blue. The front is painted there, which is kind of cool. You got your Superman symbol there. Obviously, it's a cape, as you know, it's the closest thing that you can get to Superman, because you know, unlike Batman, he doesn't have like rat ears, and he doesn't have a pointy cape and stuff like that. It's just a regular cape, and obviously he's the first superhero ever to adorn a cape. So the back obviously says Superman. It's pretty cool. Now this just came out, probably again last year, maybe 2012, 2013, 2012 at the oldest, and definitely last year. But it's the exact same thing. Again, no die cast. It's just ABS plastic or whatever. The color changed a little bit. It's a little bit darker of a blue, as you can see with the symbol there. It's almost exactly the same, but just a little bit flatter, not as shiny. Obviously, they got rid of those lines there. On the back, they actually added another Superman symbol, his crest. The windows are yellow on this version here. This is strictly clear, so that's a clear yellow. No striping. They didn't bother painting the grill in black. It's just blue. And then the font on his name is just a little bit thicker here, and you can see definitely the color difference there. I'm not saying they can't repeat this blue, but for whatever reason they just made it darker, so they kind of changed the formula a little bit. The Superman here is a little bit more squat. Same thing in the back. On the original, it takes almost the whole back door, and then this one is just more centered in the middle. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, the yellow seems a little bit different, but it could be because of the age on this version. But other than that, they're exactly the same. So yeah, color differences alone just made me keep it. I almost gave it away, but just because of that, I decided, oh, you know what, I'll just keep it. So it's another variation of it. All right. Next we have the Avenger. Not the Avenger car, but the original Avenger. So here's the Captain America, pretty nice, with the big, again, current tires. You have your red, white, and blue colors, which is really nice. I don't know if there's another version of this vehicle. I'm hoping there would be more of a traditional color, because this is obviously based off of the new movies. Kind of like the look and the colors of it, whatever. But I don't know. But yeah, so this is again, it's not die cast. It's just plastic. The only thing die cast is the vehicle, and then the shield itself is plastic, obviously. And then these fins here, as you can see, they can move, so they're plastic. So it's pretty cool. But the A is nice. It's raised. The star isn't raised. It's just painted. But the A is definitely raised. That's pretty cool. And I cannot wait to see this movie. But yeah, pretty cool car. Next, actually, I'll leave it out just to compare it again. Here's the Hulk. And again, this is one of the original 5 that I picked up. Again, smaller tires, as you can see there. I don't know if this was ever remade with the bigger tires. I'm assuming it has, because I know they repeat a lot of these vehicles. So I definitely will probably start looking around to see if I can get newer versions of these with hopefully bigger tires. And hope maybe these are chromed out, probably. I don't know. This one's a little bit, what's up with the back tire here? Seems kind of odd. Yeah, that's kind of weird. It's like I don't know if it's defected but yeah, anyway. Again, die-cast bottom. And then the vehicle itself is die-cast. And it's cool. This looks like I want to say it's a Mercury. It's pretty kick-ass looking. And it's, I don't know if you can kind of see the veins there, but they did a real good job with the paint. And then the texture of the vehicle. It's pretty cool. There's my man, the Hulk. So cool. So we saw Captain America, Hulk. Here's SpiderMan. Looks kind of Corvette, I guess. You know, you got your 4 tail lights there. Yeah, pretty nice again. It's just SpiderMan. I think this one's yeah, this is the Ultimate SpiderMan. So, but again, it's still Marvel. Pretty cool. All die cast also. So with the smaller tires. Here's the Wolverine. Oh, Wolverine. There is a color variant of this. I don't have it, obviously. If not, I will be showing it to you. But again, another vehicle that I gotta try to find. This is definitely a Chevy. The other pickup was a Ford. This one, the Superman, I should say. So yeah, so that's a Ford. That's a Chevy. Yeah, it would have to be. But yeah, so the Wolverine's nice. I like how, you know, it's basically his mask and his claws up front, which is pretty cool. You got the Wolverine there in the back. Again, all die cast. Pretty nice vehicle. I like it. Nice colors too. Next, we have Masters of the Universe, and this is the He-Man from the 2002 show. This is really cool. I've actually seen pictures of the real thing when it was in the, you know, driving in the circuit. That's pretty cool. It's cool how they were able to get sponsorship. But yeah, they did a cool job. They got his axe here. I don't know where they come with the horns, but I guess it's probably based on Battle Cat, I would have to say, I guess. So yeah, you got a lot of, you got the cross, the Superman, the He-Man cross there, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's a nice vehicle, nice picture of him there. You got the Hot Rod Association logo back there. It's just really neat. And again, all die cast, which is pretty sweet. And I've always made sure I've taken care of this because I don't want this to break. So I always put it on top when I'm piling them together, because I just honestly didn't have a place to put them at the time. But now they're gonna go in around my living room. I have a shelf that goes all the way around square. So that shelf is just being I'm just putting Hot Wheels and die-cast vehicles, and I'll show you a video of that one of these days. All right. Next is more of a modern one that I just picked up a few days ago. You know, during this month. Again, I went almost 10 years without ever picking one up, and then all of a sudden I just started collecting them again. So so here's Scooby Doo, which is really nice looking. I like this one a lot. I love Scooby Doo, always have since I was a kid. I like his how they made his leash his leash goes around him there, and then you got the, you know, Scooby Doo and his name or whatever, his tongue on one side. So that's really nice. They did a good job on this. Again, no die cast, just, you know, the whole bottom's plastic. And the wheels turn really good on this one. That looks really nice. They did a good job on this. So very cool. There's not many more of these that I would want to get. You know, obviously the turtles would be nice. I don't know if they have all 4 colors, but you know, that's one thing that I like to get. It would be the turtles, more of the Marvel stuff. I don't hate Iron Man. I actually like Iron Man a lot. I think the Hot Toys are incredible, but in terms of action figures and anything, you know, they make, you know, die cast or whatever. But the car, just, I don't like it. I honestly don't like the Iron Man version of the monster truck, so I don't care for it. I mean, if I ever find it for $1 in a loose bin, I'll grab it, but I would not pay, you know, the $350 that people want for it on the pegs. I don't know why, I just don't like it. But here's the Team Hot Wheels car. Very cool. I actually like this car a lot. Every time I kept seeing it in the stores, I'm like, I'm gonna grab it, but I just kind of would pass on it because I don't know, I just figured it would always be there because I'm sure they make thousands of these. But it's cool though. I like the mouth there. That's really nice. They did a really good job. So it's cool. You know, it seems to have all the team member colors. It has the yellow, has the blue, and then obviously the other team colors are red and I forgot what the other color is. Is it green? So I guess green's the only color not really here. But yeah, a lot of skulls and stuff. So it's pretty cool. I like this. I don't know what kind of vehicle it is because obviously I don't really watch this as much. So, you know, I guess it could be anything. It could be a Dodge, it could be a Ford, it could be a Chevy. So, but it's nice though. I like it. enough die cast. Hopefully when it goes down the track, it'll be just as fast as any of the other ones, but we'll see. Then obviously same exact version, vehicle. There's no alterations to the paint. It's exactly the same. It's just now it has the track aces, I think these are called, yeah, or something like that. But yeah, so you have these the new funky bling tires there, your 34-inch or whatever size they are. So, but that's they definitely, they glide really nice, really nice, a lot nicer than this actually. I mean, this has character, obviously, you know, it has a little bit of a bounce. This is just super smooth. Next we have the Mohawk Ward, which I've actually seen this on TV a few times. It's really nice vehicle. This is definitely a it looks like a Cadillac Escalade, so it's definitely a GM product. Obviously it's a van, but it could be, I guess, a GMC something. But this is real cool. So I just like it. I think he looks cool with the whole mohawk and everything. This is the, again, track ace version. So hopefully I can find this in a regular version with normal tires, and I would grab it too. But I think he looks really cool. I like this a lot. Hopefully this will work. It'll help you be more aerodynamic when it's going on the track. So we'll see. So it's my first and only X-Ray. Really cool. I like this a lot too. I want to say again, this is probably, yeah, Chevy. That's what it looks like. I'm sorry, a Ford. As it's just like the Superman body. It's really nice though. It's, you know, obviously super transparent, as you can see. You got your one seat there in the middle, which is cool. Transparent glass. There's nothing in the back though, so it's fully open. But the temples are pretty cool. That one's not exactly in the middle, but it's, you know, it's close. The stripe there, so you can kind of see how it's not really aligned. It's a lot better here. I kind of missed out here when the machine was printing it. And this is Raising Cane. So pretty cool. Not much to it other than the coolness of the X-Ray. Excuse me. Then here we have another one of my new favorites, because in terms of scary genre movies, zombies are my favorite. Obviously The Walking Dead is super popular right now, a lot of fun to watch, and they just made this gross vehicle. I think it's hilarious though. And I like the tie. The tie is really cool. That's a neat feature. Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, that's an awesome sculpt. And again, all die cast. Your zombie. Very nice. I gotta start watching this. I gotta look for some clips online just to see how these guys do. But yeah, so there's your zombie. The next two, I don't even think these are just strictly gimmick. I think, I mean, I could be wrong, but obviously as buses are a lot longer than some of these other vehicles, I just can't really see this actually existing, unless it's obviously that much bigger than the rest of these guys. But yeah, I thought I'd pick it up because I do have some buses in my collection, a couple chrome buses and stuff like that. So I figured, you know what, let me just grab this one. Plus it's the cool bus, not the school bus. It's pretty nice. This is your higher education, and it's so unaerodynamic looking. So in terms of the when I put it down the track and on the whatchamacallit, unfortunately I can't test it on the speed track because it won't fit, so I'll never know how fast it can actually go compared to some of the other ones. But we'll see how it does on the downhill. Pretty cool though. So that's that. It looks like yeah, there's a seat there in the front. Engine is still in the back. Pretty nice. And then last but not least is your Derailed. And again, another vehicle that I don't think actually exists in real life, because I mean, you can't even see where he would be driving unless he has cameras or something. But it's cool. Again, I just picked it up because I figure all the other ones are, you know, probably, you know, not that yet, they're real, you know, in terms that they're in the circuit. And I figured I'd just pick up maybe a couple here and there that, you know, were more fantasy. So, and I just think it looks cool. Plus, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, that's a lot of die cast. So I said it's nice and kind of thick and just grouped well. This is obviously plastic. This is plastic, and this is all plastic, but it's pretty cool. awesome, awesome car. This should actually, I can see this actually picking up some good speed for some reason. So we'll see. But yeah, folks, as always, thank you for watching my video. Please rate, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. I have a link to my contest that's still going on. Obviously, if you're watching this 2 weeks after the contest, then that contest no longer exists. But as of March 4th, I just started my contest, and that contest is going for like 3 weeks. So if you want to win some Hot Wheels stuff, definitely check out the rules for that particular contest. So, and I'll be mentioning that a lot in a lot of these videos towards the end if you're sticking around. Again, if this is already past April of 2014 and you're in March, I'm sorry, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December of 2014, it's the contest has been long gone. But I just thought I'd kind of throw it in there so you guys would know. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace. Later.